What is going on? We have ourselves a Dino deck here, and it's pretty basic, pretty bland. It's more casual than anything, so it doesn't really follow a lot of rules. There's a limited card in here that's at 3, because quite frankly, it's a really fun card just to play. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the main deck, because, you know, everyone else does, and we got to follow some kind of suit around here. So we got ourselves, you know, the basic 3 Stegos. He is one of your starters. Well, he is a starter. And then you got yourself the 3 Alos. He allows you to keep going with your secret climbing. But then, like, the last card is going to be something you're not going to be expecting. A Gallum. He is physically only here because of 2 reasons. A level 2, and he's a tuner. That's the only reason why he's here. He skips one of the synchros. He skips Velcro. The level 5... the level 5 Drax Synchro card. We skipped that, because, why do we need it? Next, we're going to play ourselves Ol Raptor. We got 3 of them, because, you know, he's the OG. He's not really that good, clearly, because, you know, we don't really want to run more than that. All jokes aside, he's a really cool card. Look at him. Next, we got ourselves not 1, not 2, because we're cheating, not 3. Okay, maybe it is 3, but, you know, we got 3 miscellaneous sources. You know, one day we're going to have my boy freed. Free my boy. He did nothing wrong. Next, we have ourselves another small engine with evil sores. Leos, he is the main card to get out your XYZs, because, quite frankly, Stego locks you into nothing but dinosaurs, and the XYZs you have, besides a few dinos, is the dragons. So you need a way in order to get it set up, which is what Leos will do for you with relative ease. And it's all because of a few cards, and starts off with these goobers right here. 3 Mega Gorillas. They allow you to reset your empty XYZ dragons by banishing it and then reattaching 2 dinosaurs and reptiles from your grave. But the reason why we work it this way is because mostly he is just here to possibly get out a Stego for free, because you contribute it to special summon a fire type dinosaur from your deck. Next, we have ourselves another small engine. It's mostly a tag team of 2 Carbodons. And you probably won't guess what the next card is. Maybe you will, but maybe you won't. But look at this boy. It's Labrador Dragon. He is a level 6 and a tuner. Yes, sir. And he can do you a lot in this deck. You're going to find out here in a second. Maybe not. I don't know. But Carbodon allows you to banish itself to special summon the dragon from your deck or hand. So it's a free setup. And you can easily set that up with Solar Eater Raptor, which is a 1-card combo to get into your Astro. That goes into full combo for setup of single Astro and field, Astro and grave, Drac on field, Drac impact, and allows you to set up for any of your evil sword dragons, which is mostly going to be Solda to have as more cannon fodder on the field for later. But we'll get to that in a minute. Next, we got ourselves the babies. You got one baby and you got the other baby. Yeah, they don't do a whole lot in this deck. That's a joke. Next, we got ourselves a pterodactyl. I can't even say his name. Wait to Patera or whatever. But he allows you to search for polymerization, and once he's banished, you can special summon this card and add the poly back to your hand. And he's going to be really helpful with some of the combos for your 2 fusions. Next, we got ourselves a Giant Rex. He is just here for extra fuel on the field, because he is a monster that can special summon itself when it's banished. Can't attack directly, but for every banished card when he was special summoned, when he was banished, gains 200 attack. So it's easy to use to get over anything, and it has a base attack value of 2,000. This card here specifically is a very niche card, and I only got it mostly because it looked really nice. But the niche card is if you have an Alo, and you have this card in a miscellaneous source or something, you can special summon this card, or normal summon it, to get so you can set up with the Mega Carilla, because you can tribute it to get Stego out and go for full combo there. Next, we have ourselves... Okay, be very careful. This card is very scary. I know, Nightmare Fuel. Got some Doodle Beasts. He just kind of exists. His entire point is to special summon himself, to get 2 traps. There's only one set. There's only one trap in the archetype right now. And what this right here allow you to do to add a card to your hand, a trap card, and then send a card from hand to grave, which allow you to set up for some of your other plays with like Carbodon if you want to keep the trap for later, or send the trap to grave for the next turn's search. Then you got yourself the very beginning of the one new support wave of dinosaurs, and it's Xenometeorus. I don't remember when this card came out, because quite frankly, I don't remember a whole lot. Your boy here is fucking retarded. I got 2 brain cells, and they're all fighting for 7th place. He's here to get out your normal dinosaur, which we are getting to here soon. And he is he's another level 6. He's a tuner, and we got plays in the extra deck for him. It's an option. Another card we have is Docus. He's a free special summon if you have 2 or more, I think it is. Yeah, if you control 2 or more dinosaurs, you can control other things too, which is pretty good. You just have to have 2 or more dinosaurs on the field. In its effect, you contribute a level 4 or lower monster, especially summon a dinosaur monster from your deck that has 2 or higher or 2 lower attributed. And with the 4s are mostly what you're attributing with this right here, if you happen to do it. That allows you to get out either the baby dinos or the other level 6, which is the Xeno guy, or in some cases the normal dino we have in the deck. You all might think you know who it is, but I mean, if you do, I think you're cheating and hacking. The next one is the GOAT, the OG boss monster of dinos. You know, it's the boy. I don't think he really needs an introduction at this point. The man just exists. I mean, look at him. He's right there. He's aura forming. Should not have done that. The man is here to send messages that we are still viable. I'm not. Next card is the fucking doohickey. Man has 700 defense. Why, Konami? Why couldn't you give him 200? I guess they didn't want Rekindling to be overpowered, I guess. Because this right here allows you to mill a normal monster. And the normal monster we have, by the way, this right here just keeps refueling, by the way. So that's all he does. He mills a normal every time he special summons. And if he's in the grave, you special summon it by shuffling a normal. And you just keep the process going up every turn. But the real prize for this is the normal monster. And this right here is the card that is a promotional card and is Japanese exclusive. Absolute Plunder King. Look at him. He is not as strong as the Frostosaurus. But the artwork itself looked really cool. And I thought it'd be really nice to have. And I had to spend a pretty penny for this. And his entire purpose is just to sit in the grave for any of your extra deck cards. Or, yeah, mostly just extra deck cards. So now we have, like, the spell and trap cards. Clearly the worst of the bunch. Like, no one really runs this card because it's not that good. It's Fossil Dig. This card's complete ass. Don't run it. It's not that good. I might remove it because, quite frankly, it's not even useful. I mean, the only thing it really does is it allows you to add a level 6 or lower dinosaur monster for your deck. Like, why would you want to do that? It's not even that good. Searching is really bad in this day and age, clearly. Next, we have the other search card, which is Ground Xeno, but it's more specific of needing a Dino Tuner or a Dino Normal. And then you can pop a monster from your hand and just send it, which is pretty good. And this allows you to start off with the Xeno Ground guy, you know, the card art himself. Because if you pop a card when you add him, he will immediately special summon because a card was destroyed. And then you can go for full combo with that too. Next, we have ourselves the single poly for that pterodactyl thing. Pterodactyl, Carcharodon, Cactus, or whatever. And so we got ourselves a free poly that can be used for extra add-on bonuses. Because we got DLCs with this deck, clearly. Then we got one Drac Volcano, because we only did one, because you have multiple ways of getting it back, and having any more is kind of overkill, because with this day and age in Yu-Gi-Oh, turns only last about 2 to 5, maybe. And you're only going to get it off once. And the next one is a really good one, Lost World. It's a deck lowering for 500 for all non-dino monsters in the field, which is, I mean, it's going to hinder your extra deck a bit, but overall, it's going to help your dinosaurs go over things. Poor Hammerhead, dude. Man's falling from the sky. God hates him. And obviously, when a dino monster is normal or special summon, your opponent gets a token, and your opponent can't target any cards in the field besides token. So they can give you some small protections for your dinosaurs. And if you were to destroy a dino monster, a normal monster, you can instead destroy a dino monster from your deck, which could help with setting up some of your baby dinos that's in the deck. They obviously don't run many, but it's just there for added bonuses, or just send stuff to the grave to set up with like Ultimate Conductor to banish to get more fuel out of the system. Next, we have ourselves 2 Doodlebook Look at them. It's a crazy card. It's really good. So what this card does is, Dino Monster is attacked, you could negate it and special summon a Doodle Beast. You don't have to special summon, so that's the optional part. But the reason why we really run this specifically is because the secondary effect, which is if this card's in the graveyard, besides the turn it was sent there, banish it to add to your hand level 5 or higher dinosaur monster. So it allows you to add and search for your Ultimate Conductors without having to worry about wasting your Soul Eater Raptors effect on that. You can use it for something else. Then you have the End of the World. And then we have this doohickey. Look at this card. Forget the don't look at it. No, don't. No, get out of here. No, don't stop. We got this card. Target Evil Eye monster and 1 Evilosaur monster in your grave. Special summon 1 Evilosaur XYZ monster from your extra deck, and if you do, attach those monsters to the extra XYZ monster. It doesn't consider itself as XYZ summoned, which is like fine, whatever. But because of Stego's lock, once you tribute it by blowing itself up, destroying it, and milling a card, you were locked in nothing but dinos, and now you need a way to extend a bit further, and that allows you to set up one of your 4 Evilosaur's XYZ monsters from your extra deck on your opponent's turn for any situation you feel like is necessary. Now, the extra deck's kind of wonky. It's got a little bit of one of everything in there mostly for fun. This deck is literally just a casual-based deck, and should be considered that way and nothing else. Hornsaurus, he's a free normal summon after a special summoned. When he's special summoned, you get to set a field spell from your deck or grave. So again, reusing one of the 2 of the field spells you have access to. And if his card is special summoned, he can attack directly that turn. So it's a free 2,000 on the first turn he's summoned, and which allow you to bypass anything to maybe go for lethal. Giga Cannon, he is here because this card is not okay. He's able to deal 3,000 burn damage and have the ability to deal 4,200. All because Dinos destroy card by battle. It's pretty dumb. And if this card is destroyed, destroy a card and then deal 1,000. So like, it's dumb, and it's like, it's not even a once per turn, by the way, for it to gain 1,000 and detach to burn. Steamsaurus, he's a pseudo attack card, allows you to give a monster 2,000 if it attacks. If you do an attack, Giga Cannon gets up to about 6,200, deal 3,000. We managed to have nothing on the field. That's over 9,000 damage. No, it's over 8,000. God, your boy here is fucking fat down real quick. Got 3 brain cells here, boys. Yeah, it's 9,000 because it's like 3,000 burn and extra. Yeah, it's 9,000. I'm dumb. I don't know why I'm even trying here. This is Yu-Gi-Oh. We barely read here. So right here we got ourselves a rank 6. Again, keep in mind a lot of these are ranks, a lot of these are level 6s. Saurus is a 6. The 2 normal monsters are 6s. So we have options for these 6s. And another Synchro on the deck. Chensinius Droliganthus, probably butchered the fuck out of that. Takes 2 level 6s, but what the thing is about it is it has no materials. Any battle damage you deal with this card is doubled, and he has 3,000 attack, which is pretty good. But the main thing about it is you can Once per turn, you can to detach a material from this card and then target one of the banished dinosaur monsters. A special summon it. This card is destroyed. You can shuffle a normal monster from your graveyard into the deck and special summon this card. So he's able to revive anything that's in the banish zone, which is really good for recursion. And because you banish with this card right here specifically, and with Miscellaneousaurus, you have yourself some extra added bonuses to have any option you want as a backup. You have to bring them out. And again, it's not that hard. You got a handful of level 6s. We got all the Evilsaurs because they're all really cool. They all do things. This right here is a monster effect, and none of these are hard once per turn or even a soft once per turn because, you know, that would be fair. So when monster effect is activated, you can quick effect, attach one, negate it, so you can do this twice, because Konami. Lagia is the Omni. You can attach 2 materials from this card, negate the active summon of a monster, or activation of spell or trap, and destroy it, so Omni. Evil Lars, while you have materials, your opponent cannot target with card effects. This monster effects, it's my bad, I'm dumb. Hey, monster effects. So you can be targeted with spells or traps. The fuck you, Lars. You're really bad. And when your opponent activates a card or effect, you quick effect attach 2 materials from this card, or just one if the materials are reptile and dinosaur, which is going to be easy because of the deck being the way it is. And target one face-up card your opponent controls, negate it, and until the end of the turn. Doesn't destroy it, which is whatever. But this is the card you're going to be using with most of it. Mostly because of that first line of text. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has XYZ materials. Because of how this deck rolls, you blow up a bunch of stuff, but if you happen to have this card in the field, it bypasses the destruction for Astro and Drac Meteor. When your opponent special summons a monster, it can detach one XYZ material from this card, destroy that monster, so it's like, it's pretty much Astro in its effect, kind of. We have a Tricorn Carnivorous, Brute Force or whatever. Got this before it came out in English. Its effect is during the main or battle phase, you get to immediately synchro summon using this card. And then its other effect is when a monster declares an attack, you get to immediately normal summon a monster from your hand, ignoring summon conditions. Allows you to bypass Transcendiousaurus to send a normal monster from your deck if you want to, if you have it in your hand, or Ultimate Conductor for another 3,500 for later. 2 Astro. He allows you to set up the Drac spells and traps, and mostly with him specifically, he is just here to float into this and the grave, and just having a special negate for special summon monsters. Sentinel's Glacier. He is here with the other last one here. And what Glacier will do is he cannot be destroyed by battle. He can only be destroyed by card effects. But if he happens to revive himself with his effect, he cannot be destroyed by card effects. He cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. So, like, once you blow him up specifically yourself, your opponent can't do anything with him. And he protects all your other Transcendiousaurus monsters because they all special summon themselves from the grave. Which it gives the protection of card destruction and target immunity for these guys. So once these guys come back, which you're going to be able to do because of all the normal monsters, he will protect, and obviously he'll come back after he's destroyed if you have a normal monster. And obviously there's only 2, so you got to be very wary about what you do. But once they come back for the first time, they're safe. Transcendious Gigasaur, he is a free add to your hand, so you can always bring back your Miscellaneousauruses if you happen to not use it for the banish effect, and you can always keep protecting your monsters. And you can also, with its effect, bring back one of your baby dinos, because the effect is when it's special summon, you can add dino monster. It's a dino. I forget. You can add one dino monster from the grave back to your hand. And if his card was special summoned from the grave, you get to pop a card you control or in the hand, and then pop a card in the field. Meaning this card right here will special summon from the grave. Then pop baby dino, and you pop a monster your opponent controls. Not only did you get a +1, but now with Baby Dino's effect popping off, you get yourself a +2, essentially. All because this guy was destroyed, and now he can't be destroyed by card effects. You can't destroy him by battle. That's a lot of attack points. So, yeah, this deck's kind of butt cheeks. So So one of the combos is, I'll go through one here real quick. Your boy here is feeling kind of spicy. So a single 1-card combo with Overraptor. So what you're going to do is you're going to normal summon Overraptor, because, you know, he is pretty much the GOAT here. And what you do is send to grave Carbodon, banish to bring out Labrador Dragon. Labrador Dragon, by the way, just a small heads up, has 2400 defense. He has 0 attack, so mostly you're going to bring him in defense. But he's a tuner, and this is a 4 and 6. Best part is about this deck is when it comes to Astro's effect and what he needs, his requirements 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner dinosaur monsters. Luckily, this is the tuner and Overraptor isn't, and that right there is a level 10. So you would send these bad boys to grave, Astro's on the field, and you're like, well, what am I going to do from here? You're going to set up the Drac Volcano, and Drac Volcanoes is going to, you're going to activate it specifically to pop this, to do the full combo with the Stegos. Stego effects will be here. You're going to pop Stego, then you're going to send to grave a Mist. Mist is there now. And what you're going to do is you're going to special summon from your deck one of these ones, and then you're going to special summon one of these bad boys. Yeah, see, he's level 2. This is literally 4 monsters. Now, from here, what you're going to do is you're going to tribute alot to bring back a Stego and the Golem, because it's level 2. You're going to bring out Brute, your Brute Wyvern, Brycorn, Unicorn, whatever. The fuck his name. At this point, I don't even know. Call him Bob. Bob is going to be here. You're going to tribute the other alot for a Stego again. And Stego is now here for us to go into literally yet again another Astro. And this right here will you now have an Astro in the grave, an Astro on field. And now you will also set to your side of the field your Drac Impact. So I'm just going to pretend that's set so you can see it. And then now in the grave, you have the ability to banish Miscellaneousaurus, Overraptor, alot number 2. And what this will do for you is you're going to banish these 4 cards specifically, and you're going to special summon from your deck Leos. Leos' effect, when he is summoned, specifically summoned, you get to set Evil Singularity to your side of the field, and because he was special summoned by the effect of a fire monster, which is what Miscellaneousaurus is, you get to ditch a reptile monster from your deck to your grave, which is going to be Mega Chirilla. He is that right there alone. At the end phase of this turn specifically, this is going to pop itself because of Miscellaneousaurus' effect. And on your opponent's turn, once they start doing their stuff, you can immediately activate Evil Singularity to use these 2 cards specifically to get out any of these cards. Mostly you go for Solda, because Solda, again, if you were to pop it with Volcano or the Astro and Grave, specifically you can protect it because its effect is this card has materials. It cannot be destroyed by card effects. And you got yourself 2 sets of negates, and 1 can be used twice. Mostly you want to use this one first and then use this one later. And keep this as a backup option, because if you go through your whole thing, and let's say, for example, you do send us to the grave, like you send Leos to the grave, and you banish, and then maybe pop everything because of your opponent special summon a bunch. You're going to lose, obviously, Drac Impact, but what you'll do is you'll be able to bring out... Well, I'm looking at my deck because I'm fucking retarded. You're going to bring out, you know, Meteor, and its effect, obviously, will be protected by Volcano because you'll banish a Dino, and you'll still have the ability to go from there. So you'll probably want to banish like Drex, Dago, or Leos here. Not like it matters, but we'll just do Leos for the time being to protect with Volcano. So these cards will be on the field, and because you would destroy a card, you have a few options depending on how you go about this. You can immediately go into Gallum if it's during like the battle phase or something, or main phase 2, because then they won't be able to battle over it. They would be able to destroy it by card effect, obviously, but the reason why we have it specifically is because this right here is a 10, this is a 2, which allow you to go into Transcendiosaurus, and you also have the normal monster engraved to bring it back out, so it can't be destroyed by battle or by battle normally, and now it can't be destroyed by card effects, it can't be targeted. Or if it's during like the battle phase and you do this stuff, you can obviously bring back Brute Unicorn instead. And now you have the ability to normal summon something else and then special summon another Synchro, which if you happen to have a little 6 in your hand, you can obviously go into, again, this guy right here. Or you can go into an XYZ the next turn, depending on how you go about this. But overall, this deck has a lot of potential. A lot of fun went into building this deck. It took me a bit. The Carbodon with the normal dragon was a pretty good touch, I felt like, because it's such an interesting idea to have the ability to use more than just a single normal monster for cards. The Evil Singularity thing was a last-ditch thing that I put in here, because, like, the cards alone in Dinosaurs are so cool, and the interesting ideas that you can have, because, again, this is also a level 6, and, like, that goes into Solda or your other one, because it's a dinosaur. And this is also a dinosaur. It's level 6, and you can easily get it out with Miscellaneousaurus bringing out your this right here, because when it's normal special summon, you get to add a polarization from your deck to your hand, and then you can banish it later with, like, again, like a Miscellaneousaurus or Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and then you get to add special summon this card and then add a poly back, so you get the ability, depending on how you go about this, to bring this guy out with the first wave. And then this here's the only unique one where it needs a normal monster. But like to the 2 normal monsters in the deck specifically, you can use the normal Dino for the Dino one, and then you use the normal Dragon for the normal monster for this. And he is just a free 38 beat stick that has the ability to pop cards on the field every time he comes back around. And you can obviously set up more normal monsters, all because of the fact that Carbodon, we use multiples, and you can always bring us out with Drill, and you can pop it with something to bring out another one of the level 6 dragon, you know, the Labrador dragon, and you can easily set that up as well with milling it out. And because of the level 6 normal monster and the Xeno, Ground Xeno, it is yet another card you can use in order to add the normal monster Dino to your hand to immediately blow up to have engraved for more fuel. Or you can use it to add your hand the Xeno to start that combo as well, because the hero trigger it. Its graveyard effect isn't crazy, but like it's not bad. You can future somebody from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. So it's a backup poly for you if you happen to have the other stuff, which is really good. Again, like Kytro thing or whatever, so it's only mostly here for literally this card right here to search and play any of your field spells, and we only have 2 because the deck is 45 cards. But as of this deck specifically, it is a lot of fun. It's a casual thing. That's why we run like multiples of things that you technically can't. But we kept it like, I do like to keep it still like classic and not super crazy. But you know, 3 miscellaneous sources. Obviously, it's not legal right now, but Master Duel, you can technically play this deck because it's at 3, I'm pretty sure. And I prefer just to play a game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Without having to worry about like any kind of like restrictions like that. I don't like playing hand traps, because I want the duels to go back and forth as what it's supposed to be. But overall, this deck has a lot of potential. Again, like with Meteorus, this right here is a 2, that's a 10. That's your Transcendiosaurus level 12. Obviously, you can technically with Astro too, but obviously this here, once he's on the field, he does nothing. This here is still a negate, and then like another card in the grave for later. You can technically set it up too that way. And he does have less attack than the Meteor, which is kind of surprising for what the Meteor is. And if you happen to not have the ability with the field spell Drac Volcano to protect your Drac monsters, because the thing is about Meteor is Meteor you specifically need to destroy one card at least. And funny enough, with this entire situation, because Drac Impact was on the field and you didn't use it, if you protect all your monsters, like your Drac monsters with Drac Volcano, it still meets the requirement of special summoning a tuner, which it can be either, again, Golem to go into your level 12, or you can go into Horn for extra follow-ups during the battle phase, for extra, materials and whatnot for later. So, that's the deck. It's pure Dino, besides, like, the few cards like the Reptile for the Evilzor and the Evilzars. And then the one Dragon normal monster. Other than that, this deck is completely dinosaur based, and I feel like this deck has a lot of potential. Obviously, you do what you want. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all about being creative. It takes some time. Don't worry about feeling stressed if you feel like you can't build stuff like this. Just try your best, figure it out. Always look up guides and seeing what things can happen. I don't know all the cards. I had to look up a bunch of like deck profiles to see of what cards even existed, and things that I found were these that people didn't run, and it's only here literally because it's level 2 and it's a tuner, and it skips the level 5 Drac card synchro, and then with like the whole Evilzars, there's a small engine with the evils, so there is potentials for a bunch of stuff that people might be overlooking because it may not be as optimal and may not have as many negates as possible. But with how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is at this point, like, I think anything can be viable as long as you try hard enough. Yeah, that's a Dino deck. These are the sleeves. They got a match. There was a playmat that would match this, and me and my friend were talking. This is the playmat I decided to get because, quite frankly, this is what started it. The first ever Dino deck. I've wanted to build another dinosaur deck for a while, but with the new Jirac support, I was really dumb. I didn't understand how it would go and how it would work. And I literally decided, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna grow a pair and look and see what the whole thing was all about with how the support went. And quite frankly, I was an idiot. I was going way too hard, and I was overthinking it stupidly because I didn't know what Alo did. I didn't know what half these cards did. This card right here allows you to bring back your Stego from the grave. So you get a 1 to a level 4. And what's funny is that you can blow itself up to mill a card from your deck to the grave, and you don't really need to special summon anything afterwards. So that's the optional part. So you can always have a free mill to set up for your miscellaneous Sauruses, or even like Giant Rex or the Pterodon thing in order to get like your searches and whatnot. So like it's pretty good in all things considered. Now, I physically just love this fucking deck. It's so fun. I have another deck that I've built, Speedroids. I'll eventually post that one too. I don't expect this right here to get any traction or anything. This right here is what me and my friend said. It's just like an archive. So this right here should be taken as a grain of salt. Obviously, this is just for fun. It's a card game. It's a game. So yeah, it's a bunch of fucking dinos. Look at this. It's coming. The end of the world. Oh God, here he comes. Watch.